Welcome to Blinds Abroad.
Hello and welcome to a Blinds Abroad restaurant review. It's probably the longest we've ever spent in a restaurant slash bar. And it wasn't through choice, well, sort of through choice. It was the lack of choices available that led us to go there when we were stuck in East Midlands Airport. And this was the Castle Rock Tap and Kitchen. It's upstairs in the East Midlands Departure Lounge. So if you are there, currently would recommend, especially if you're stuck for a good 6, 7 hours.
Or 9.
Or 9. But we didn't spend 9 hours there.
No.
We only spent about 6 hours there after the second time our departure was delayed. So, yeah, we got dropped there anyway.
We went there twice, technically.
Yeah, we went there originally because I just fancied a drink before a flight, as is tradition. Had ourselves a cheeky little session IPA, and you had a Coke.
Yep.
And then, yeah, we went back to settle in after our 6 hour time stint, in which case I had several more session IPAs, but we also ate there twice. Especially after our morning pork and pickle, which doesn't, well, here's a review of pork and pickle. If you want some standard sandwiches, go there. It's also airport prices, so
Beware.
what you're getting is not value for money anywhere you go, but I'd argue it's much better value for money at Castle Rock Tap and Kitchen. So, it's one of those things. It's a bar, so I mean, it was an airport bar as well. It's pretty big. It's pretty open. There's lifts up there, so if you've got a wheelchair, it's fine. It's relatively easy to get around, isn't there? There's sort of open spaces. I mean, you'd have to fight your way through your tables, I suppose. If you had a wheelchair, that might be tricky. Or again, if you're blind, it might be a little tricky. Luckily, we got one on the edge that was relatively close to the bar, thanks to one of the airport assisted staff that got us there. Yeah. So that was great. And again, it was not far from the toilets and things like that, which again, wheelchair accessible once you're up the lift and in the bar.
They also have a disabled toilet, don't they?
Yeah, that's where we went, yeah. All right. So food wise, they've got like burgers, loaded fries, they've got little sharer platters, everything you would expect from a sort of pub kind of food.
I think they even had breakfast, I thought.
They did, yeah. If you want breakfast, they got that as well. So what did you have for lunch?
So for lunch, I had some loaded fries. I can't remember what they were called, but it was vegan friendly
It was vegan.
and gluten free. We had to look through that menu to make sure I could get something substantial and filling. So they were basically chips or fries covered in marinara sauce, tomato sauce, vegan meatballs, which kind of tasted, they were crispy on the outside, but had like almost, I described it as a bread texture on the inside.
That made me laugh, yeah.
And then they had some vegan cheese, and it was cooked really nice. It was yummy.
Hang on. Did you
What?
say vegan cheese?
Mm-hmm.
And it was nice.
Well, I was starving,
Right, okay.
and I
Was
ate
it
it.
nice or
Well, I couldn't really tell. It almost tasted, to be
did it
honest,
taste like real cheese?
it tasted like Parmesan,
Oh.
possibly, but I don't know what it was. And honestly, like I said, I was starving at that point, so anything would have tasted delicious and nice. I can't say I would get it on a regular day, but desperate times call for desperate measures, and it was the key.
I had a katsu chicken burger and it was great. The fries were pretty solid. It was just like salted fries, but they were nice. But it had a katsu curry on it, like a little bit of it, not too much, but they put that lime pickle on it as well that you get in some of the Indian restaurants. Oh, mate, it was so good on the chicken. I just really enjoyed it. Again, maybe I was just so hungry that I was willing just to smash anything into my mouth. But I just thought it was so good. If you don't like the lime pickle on your pickle tray at an Indian restaurant, perhaps maybe not, because it was a little overpowering of the actual katsu curry anyway. But for me, it was great. I loved it. So, step one, lunchtime, great.
Mm-hmm.
But we then had to sit around for another 5 or so hours.
Mm-hmm.
So your options are relatively limited at East Midlands Airport. There's like cafes and bars downstairs, and there's like your usual Burger King and things like that. And there's a few fast food outlets. But in terms of just like pub food, I think Castle Rock Tap and Kitchen's probably your best option. Um, so we stayed.
So did
And
everybody else.
oh God, yeah, we saw the lunchtime rush, we saw the
Hmm.
afternoon lull, we saw the tea time
Yep.
rush.
And people heading off to nice destinations, I'm sure, and we were all just sat there like, hey, waiting for our plane.
Mm, we were killing time.
Yep.
So what did you have for tea?
For tea, I ended up having a good old fashioned sausage and mash.
Sans the gravy though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I decided to have another burger. This time it was a Tex-Mex burger. So how was your sausage and mash?
So sausage and mash was bang average. I did miss the gravy, I'll be honest, but I mean, I was not going to eat it. But I mean, just what, three sausages, three big sausages, and just a bunch of mashed potatoes, which you actually helped me eat because
Yeah, it
I
was
knew,
okay. It wasn't the best mash I've ever
yeah.
had.
But I mean, again, starving, airport, had been sitting around forever, knew that I was about to get on a plane, and probably would not eat until, I mean,
In this case, it happened to be the
the
next
next
day.
morning. So I
Yeah.
knew, like, eat the sausage first, and then I ate all the sausage because I knew I needed the filling of being, well, yeah, the meat. And then
I'm
uh,
saying nothing about that whole last
I
bit.
I lost my train of thought.
Sausage heavy, wasn't
Oh my gosh.
it?
Okay. Anyways, you're such a child.
I know. I know. I
Anyway,
am. I absolutely am.
anyways, uh, you rock. So, yeah, I ended up having, like I said, all the sausage and actually, I think I did pretty good on the mash. I think I was still kind of full from the vegan meal earlier, but I knew I was like, eat the sausage because you're not going to eat anything on that plane. You're not paying for Ryanair's everything except oxygen. And yeah, so you helped me eat the rest of the mash, and it was, fine. I think I had a Coke. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think you did.
It
Or
was
maybe a
maybe
J2O.
J2O.
Yeah,
You're
if you apple and roasted J2O.
fourth between the Cokes and the J2Os all afternoon. So
I can tell you my Tex-Mex burger it must have been pretty standard because I can't even remember what was on it. I think there might have been some crispy onions, maybe. I think I remember it being pretty all right, but it wasn't as good as my katsu chicken burger that I had for lunch. So, but again, I was hungry and I knew I wasn't going to eat for a long time, so get it in me.
yep.
Um, yeah, so that's it, really. If you're stuck at East Midlands Airport, would recommend going there.
Yeah.
Um, the beer selection's fine. Got all your usual lagers, plus they usually have a couple of Castle Rock ones on, but they're out of Harvest Pale. They only had the session on, which is fine. It's better than Harvest anyway. But um, yeah, if you want to do something before your flight and want a bit of food, that's probably the best value for money you're going to get at an airport. The burgers are around about the 17, 18 quid mark, which again, not great, but you're in an airport. Suck it up, people. Um,
I can't remember what mine costs.
I think yours was slightly cheaper, might have been around the 14, 15 mark.
Seeing AI was jumbling everything together. I couldn't really tell.
Hmm. But overall, the food was good. The
Hmm.
staff, again, were great.
Yeah.
Every time I went to the bar, which wasn't very far away, it was about 2 meters away from where we're sitting. But they were like, oh, they brought all the drinks over, just because they
They
knew
brought
I would
food
struggle
too.
to carry. Well, yeah, but I expect that.
Oh, okay.
You don't collect the food at the bar. There, it comes to you. But like the drinks, they don't have to, do they? They can give them to you and expect you to carry them over, but they didn't. They were happy to bring the drinks to the table they offered, so that was good. Can't fault the staff. They were great. Value for money at an airport compared to other places in an airport. Overall, oh man, I think I'm gonna give it that standard 8. That's sad.
This is just purely because I was hangry most of the time. I'm gonna say,
Three.
I was gonna, no, I was gonna say 7.5.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I was hovering between the 7 and the 8, to be fair. Actually, I'm going to reduce mine to a 7
Oh.
because the food was solid. It was okay.
Mhm.
It was definitely better than a 6,
Yeah.
and it was really the staff that are dragging it up to that 7.
Hmm.
They were good. So yeah, I'm gonna say 7. Sorry, Castle Rock. So there it is. Go there if you need anything. Whilst you're about to fly out of East Midlands and you're feeling hungry or thirsty. And as usual, if there's anywhere that you think we should go, hit us up, blindsabroad@gmail.com. Find us on the socials at blindsabroad. And check us out on this YouTube video if you're watching it, or if you're on Spotify or anything like that and you can't be bothered to watch it, you can also hear it. That's about it. Keep it purple. I'm just going to try out a few. I don't know. I'm just going to try out a few like sign-off phrases.
Where did purple come from? Prince?
Hmm. I don't know. Purple's like disabled color, isn't it?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Keep it purple.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thanks
for watching and listening to Blinds Abroad.
And follow us on socials and YouTube at Blinds Abroad, or email us at blindsabroad@gmail.com.
Join our community. Remember to like and subscribe.